Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton, still catching up on those 26 Toyotas that we missed out on when we were on that big 3-week road trip in September. Those videos, the Shabby's Rides on the Road series, separate page on the Shabby's Rides homepage now if you want to check out those on the road reviews. But we got a 26 Tundra here. And what I try to do with these pickups is I try to pick things that aren't over the top expensive. We do some of those, but I like to try to bring you vehicles, and in this case a Tundra, that's bringing some value for money. So here we go. This is a 26 Toyota Tundra SR5 4x4. This is the double cab with the 6.5-foot bed, and this one has the TRD off-road package. So the color here, Lunar Rock, and we have cloth interior. So you can let me know if you're in the market for a full-size pickup. Maybe you're in the market and you're looking at a Tacoma. And the Tacoma, well-equipped, is 55, 56 grand. Why not just get this for the same kind of money? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this 26 Tundra SR5 Double Cab in the Lunar Rock. We have a full spread of LED lighting across the front, including the fog lamps. We have a flat black grille right in the middle with some chrome surround, the TRD call out right on the grille. Now as we come around to the wheel and tire package, as I mentioned, we have the TRD off-road package on this vehicle. So that means we get these TRD aluminum alloy wheels. They're 18-inch wheels. They are wrapped in Michelin LTX Trail tires. 265 on the width of 70 series sidewall 18s. All four corners, 4-wheel drive. You also get the Bilstein shocks on the TRD off-road package as well. Minimum ground clearance 9.3 inches according to Toyota Media. There is the Lunar Rock paint. As we move in closer, we have flat black on the side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals. We're color matched with a bit of gloss black on the door handles, the Tundra name in black right there on the front door with the flat black Toyota running boards. The SR5 call out in black as well. And then up top, you're going to have the color matched roof, no sunroof with that gloss black shark fin antenna. Then over the back, you got the 6.5-foot bed rather than the 5.5-foot bed. That's the standard bed size, the 6.5 is, for the double cabs. And then as we come around the back, we're going to have the Tundra blacked out, 4x4 blacked out, LED lighting in the back. We do have some chrome bling on the rear bumper area, and we'll go over the towing numbers when we check out the engine, and the exhaust is tucked up underneath the bottom right side of the truck. Under the hood of this 26 Tundra double cab 4x4 is Toyota's iForce V6. So what is it? It's a 3.4 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. This SR5 double cab can tow up to 11,400 pounds, MPGs 17 in the city, 22 on the highway, and 19 combined. All right, we're at the fuel filler door here on the back left of the box, and this Tundra is going to get you a 32.2 gallon fuel tank, so we're making up for gas mileage with volume. And then we have the fuel cap, and then we have the gasoline and additive instructions. Up to E15 gasoline only, no E20, no E85. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much for this Tundra? You said it was as expensive as a well-equipped Tacoma. Well, here we go. Base price, 26 Tundra SR5 double cab 4x4 with the 6.5-foot bed, $49,510. This vehicle's got a bunch of options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. But once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $2,095 from Toyota's San Antonio, Texas assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $56,297. So let's check out the interior. Before we get to the driver door panel, we have our parts content. So here we go. 55% of the parts from the United States and Canada, 15% Japan, 15% from Mexico. Final assembly San Antonio, engine USA, transmission USA. Now as we switch over to our driver door panel, it's going to be all black. We are going to have soft touch across the top in black, and then hard black plastic with the Toyota name right here into this brushed aluminum door handle, soft touch on the armrest, flat black on the switchgear, large door pocket. Moving on in, we do have a large dead pedal with aluminum finish on the brake and accelerator. The all-season mats in the rear of the truck at this time. We do have full power with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, and then the black cloth. Bolstering feels soft, headrests feel firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, up onto the dash, hard black plastic, charcoal gray plastic into the heat and air vent. There is a shelf to lie your phone, but it's not rubberized, so things may slide around. More plastic here into the Tundra name, and then down further, we have a large glove box. Now, as we swing it on over to the infotainment screen, it is an 8-inch fully integrated Toyota infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through a subscription only. There's our Bluetooth music, as well as HD AM FM and our Sirius XM. We can Bluetooth our phone, general settings, and then vehicle settings, then the general settings, driver profile, Bluetooth your devices, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, some vehicle customization for your lights, door controls, and climate system, volume knob, fairly basic. We go to reverse, and we do have a large backup camera with trajectory, nice and clear, and you can either zoom in or zoom out, and you can change up your trajectory lines depending on what you may want to see. Now, as we come on down further, we do have a single zone climate control with a USB, and then, but we're not going to have heated seats, heated steering wheel, anything like that. Down further, you do have traction control off, four-way hazards, lock that rear diff, and we do have a limited slip as well on here. We do have auto vehicle hold and an electric brake. Here is the TRD shift knob to go through this 10-speed automatic. An area to put your phone, but there's no wireless charging pads in here. That's where they would be if they were there. And then we have our 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, and then our drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash, 2 cup holders, and then our our Tundra, not TRD, Tundra key fob, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, Toyota badge, fairly plain. And then we have a wide armrest with more areas for storage, but again, no rubber, fairly soft on the armrest. We can move that back, and we have a larger area for storage underneath with some areas to store coins, a USB-A, and a USB-C. Tundra steering wheel, we do have a leather wrap wheel with the 10 and 2 notches and the perforation, Toyota badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Tundra. It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin in this pickup truck. Flat black on the switchgear, telephone voice commands, volume, controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right side, you got your adaptive cruise modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music, no paddles, left stalk, you have your headlight controls, fog lamps, turn signals, high beams. On the right, windshield wipers around the bend. You have a trailer brake and your red TRD push button start button. And then over here on the left side is where you can turn on your bed lighting, adaptive high beams on or off, engine auto stop start on or off, bright and dim the dash, trip odometer. And then we have our tilting and telescoping wheel, and then our instrument cluster, right? Everything is going to be analog except for that 4-inch display in the center. So let's check the drive modes. We have Eco, Normal, and Sport. I think we'll stick with Normal. And then we have buttons for your tow haul mode, on or off, and then multi-terrain select, and then downhill assist control. So they have that action going for you, but I think for today, we'll just go with our normal mode. Let's make sure we're there, and we are good to go. Now, if you do need to see other information, you can go across the top, and then once you get to where you want to be, you can then go from top to bottom. to check out what you may want to see when you're going down the road or if you're off on a trail. Overhead console, you have an SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. You got a spot for your sunglasses right there. And now, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off, you open and close the door, this button remains in the center on door. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. And this button is to open up the rear window. And so we can come into the back and it'll slide open or slide closed. And then no moonroof to show you, framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function, and then our sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Now, before we try to get into the double cab area, the rear door panels are going to be all hard black plastic. Nothing else, that's it. Now, it's kind of tight for people in here, but we're going to give it a try. I have the seat set for my driving position. So if we need to, we can step on our running board right there, grab the grab handle, and pull ourselves in. Now, once I'm in, believe it or not, I got plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and a little bit of room for my knees. So you know what? I fit in here better than I thought I would. I thought this was going to be too small. But if you need more room for passengers, you do have the Crew Max available other than this double cab. But cloth seats, no seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. We do have a couple of cup holders. We do have a rubberized area here to slide your phone. And then underneath here, we do have a USB-A and a USB-C for connectivity. And then the rear seats, they're going to be the same, the base black cloth seats. Not bad. No armrest. But overall, if you do need to fit people back here, it's possible, and it's roomier than I thought. And then we also have underseat storage here by just lifting up the seat. You got tubs underneath both double cab seats for extra storage, and you can bring these seat backs forward as well, and there's a little bit of action behind there as well. So they got you set. Getting into the tailgate, well, you can pop the tailgate from the key fob, or you come to the back, and there is a button right here on the handle, and it has shocks that lets itself down nice and easy. Spray-in bed liner, that is an option on this vehicle. We do have the side rail protection. We do have the rails. The cleats are in a bag inside the vehicle right now, so those are available as well. But we don't have any power back here, as you can see. So let me know, but you do get the 6.5-foot bed with the double cab rather than the 5.5. And the payload capacity per Toyota Media is 1,885 pounds, but I like to play it conservatively. If we come over here to the driver door jamb, there's a sticker with your cold tire pressures, and it also tells you the weight, the combined weight of occupants and cargo should never exceed 1,490 pounds. So I like to use that just to play it safe. But overall, what do you think about this 6.5 versus the 5.5 in the Crew Max? Let me know. And it's really easy to put it back up. And it's really not that heavy either. Tundra window sticker, here we go. 2026 Tundra 4x4 SR5 Double Cab 6.5 Lunar Rock. Safety rating is not complete yet. Fuel economy estimates. Standard equipment. There's that TRD off-road package with the wheels, the tires, the grill, the decals. There's a skid plate up front. Total vehicle MSRP, $56,297. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, folks, we're out on the road in this 26 Tundra SR5 4x4, and we got the double cab action, we got the V6, great visibility out of all the glass, nice big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety, LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. And we don't have much in the way of tech in here. The smaller screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, single zone climate control, but we do have the TRD off-road package, so you are going to get the Bilstein shocks, you are going to get TRD skid plate, you got the TRD wheels, you got the mild all-terrain trail tires from Michelin, you got the trailer brake, you got a good amount of towing capacity with the this vehicle, 11,400 pounds according to the spec. We do have a rubberized area up top here that I forgot to show you earlier to store your phone with a 12 volt up there, so that's good. And you got cloth seats, so you basically have a basic pickup truck that's got the 6.5 foot bed, that's got decent ground clearance at 9.3 inches, and can get some work done for you. And at this price point, you don't have to worry about screwing everything up. You know, you can do work with it and not have to worry that you damaged, if you dent it or if you scratch it, an $80,000 pickup. It's $56,200, and you know, that's Tacoma prices if you get a well-equipped Tacoma. That's Tacoma prices for a full-size Tundra with a twin-turbo V6. And you don't have to worry about the iForce Max hybrid setup. This is just straight gas, and you get a 32.2 gallon gas tank. That's standard for the 26 Tundra across all the trims, so you got plenty of volume to make up for the lack of gas mileage in this truck, and it rides very smooth. The pickup is very nice, but you're really wide on the turning radius at 24.3 feet. It is a wide berth on this truck. But we're up at highway speed now, and it's quiet, it's smooth, no problem at all. So I do like that quite a bit. And the steering, it's light, but it turns the truck easily, fairly direct. The brakes, while they feel good, stops the vehicle on a dime. We're going on a shorter drive because this has like no gas in it, and I don't want to get stuck. We got about 2 miles of range left. They really need to start putting gas in these trucks. But what if somebody wanted to come test drive this? They'd have to stop at the gas station first. I'm just not cool with that. You let me know. But overall, it's a really, really good, solid offering in this range for the Tundra. You know, you get, again, a twin-turbo V6 for $56,000 with 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, and a tow rating of up to 11,400 pounds of conventional towing with a 4- and 7-pin connector. How can you go wrong? Would you let me know what you think? What would you do in this pickup truck area? I mean, trucks are getting very, very expensive, just like cars. And, you know, people are like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, here's an option. Now, 56 grand is still a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, when you see higher end Tundras at 70, 80, 90 grand, this one seems reasonable, and you're still within a price range of a mid-size Tacoma, and you get a full-size Tundra, and instead of getting 4-cylinder power, you get 6-cylinder power in this vehicle. So you let me know what you would do. I got the new camera angle mounted on the back window of this Tundra. Let me know what you think about that. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5 Double Cab 4x4 in Lunar Rock for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment and give it some hype points. That would help me out a lot in the ratings. please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.